Hey everyone, I'm almost finished with the written version of our next character guide, but it'll still be a few days before I can do recordings and such and get the first video up, so expect that first video sometime this weekend. In the meantime, someone had asked about a quick tutorial for doing VTS cancels on a pad, so I figured why not? Seems like a nice easy video to hold everyone over until the next guide video. So first, please forgive the garbage pad. This thing is on its last leg, but it'll service us well enough for this topic. I have my cam on, obviously, to hopefully help show you how I do it. But the first thing you'll probably notice is that I play claw style. I also play on a 6-button pad. Not everyone is going to play like this or with this kind of controller, so you have to keep that in mind. For instance, I'm not going to use button binds or anything for this, but a lot of people will. In this case, you would probably bind one of your shoulder buttons, or in this case, maybe one of the side 6 buttons as 3+4. But it doesn't, truthfully, it doesn't matter if you're doing a pad or a stick. You'll probably, do this similar regardless of what kind of controller you use. But that out of the way, I'll give you a couple tips and things to watch out for, but here comes the bad news. There isn't much of a trick to doing VTS cancels as far as I know. You just have to practice and learn the timing. Now, thankfully, everything else about it is pretty easy to learn. It's just, taking practice, but I've gone over, some of this in the previous Marduk guides, but canceling VTS is just a matter of hitting 3+4 and when you're in VTS to pop you back out. So if you sit here in the neutral and just mash it, you'll keep going in and out of VTS. Now, the other bit of good news is that your buffer windows are really generous when you're doing this from jabs and whatnot. So since you'll be hitting buttons in a really fast sequence, the game is really good about storing inputs so that you get what you need. As a quick example, I'll just do some jab VTS cancels here, but well, I got the push, sorry. So it's one of those things where the buffer window is really nice. You just kind of keep doing them and just do them as fast as you can mostly, and it should give you what you want most of the time. Like I did, I think 8 iterations or something like that, and I only messed up once. I haven't played Craig in a while, so you have to forgive me for any input mistakes like that. But yeah, so 1 out of 8, and if you play Craig regularly, you'll eventually get that down 99% of the time. But as you watch that, again, remember I'm playing claw. So after I hit the jabs, I'm making a clean break away from the punch buttons and going back to 3+4 with both fingers. So this is one of the most common issues that I see when you're doing this. Just make sure you fully lift off your fingers from the buttons so that it doesn't interfere when you hit the 3+4. So this is especially true if you're trying to do a cancel into the forward 1+2 grab, which let's talk about that. So like as an example, if we just do like a quick juggle like that, so that obviously wasn't a full juggle, it was just the jabs into it. But when you're doing these cancels into the grab, note that that speed is key here. In fact, let's turn on some command history. So here, so that's just of course the jabs again, but you're just doing it really, really fast. Like that's really the key to it. You're just doing it really, really fast. Now on that note, well, actually, before we move on, the good news about doing that fast is that I guarantee that you can do this faster than you might think at first. Like if you go back just a few moments and watch how I did that and look at the command history, I'm going really, really fast. So you can go as fast as you want, and chances are it's going to give you what you want. But on that note for timing, I will also mention down forward 3-1-2. So one thing I see a lot with people trying to do this is that they try to do the VTS cancel way too early. Remember that the cancel happens after the second jab, so you have to wait a few extra moments because of the slower speed of the kick. So what'll happen is like you'll see this and you do it way too early and you still go into VTS, but because you're doing the cancel so early, you're not getting the bounce back to standing. So if we take like his optimal juggle for instance, and it's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me. You see how late I did that cancel? So like I pressed down 312 and then I actually like completely lifted off and sat there for a second before I hit the 3+4/4. So if you're trying to do a juggle like that, which you go into the grab from down forward 312, just remember that you have to give yourself time for that string to get to the second jab. See, so you just have to wait like a split second, and it's a lot different from let's do like a counter hit back 3. Okay, she spun too much. I'm trying to think of what a good example for this would be. Actually, you know what? We can do this. Hold on. Oh no, it doesn't lift. Trying to think of a good juggle example. Oh, we can do it all. Okay, here we go. Down back 2 is a good one. So like that, I missed the grab at the end, but like you can just do it as fast as you want. Like there's no real timing to it. It was actually because I didn't do the forward 1+2 at the end that I dropped that first one. But you know, and as that, we're not doing the down forward 3, right? We're just doing jabs. So you just do them as fast as you can, really, and then it should come out. But you know, if you're gonna do something that has the down forward 3, you have to wait. And you know, I was talking at the same time there, I dropped it, but I did get the, you know, the cancel. Yeah. So you just have to wait a moment to let the string fully complete before you can get that to come out. So yeah, again, you know, just a short little video here. Hopefully, you know, like actually watching the buttons, you know, helps a little bit. You know, if you're playing on a stick or a hitbox or whatever, the buttons are actually going to be laid out very close to this in this 6-button layout. So chances are you're going to be claw style. So if you play on those and not a pad, you know, everything that I just said should still apply to that. Now, if you play with your thumb, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know how people do like the cross stuff like this, like doing 2+3 or 1+4. That's just something that people who play with their thumb a lot just get used to. But you could still, you know, like I said, if you set your shoulder buttons, you could still do 1, 2, and then hit a shoulder button a couple times, and that would still get you, you know, your VTS cancels. And then if you bind grabs or something, you can always bind them to the other side and try to do that. But that's it. Again, it just takes practice. Hopefully, you know, seeing the command history and whatnot will help you guys with your timing. But if there are any specific questions, because, you know, I don't know of any shortcuts really, but if you have specific questions or if you're getting things consistently wrong and you kind of want advice on, you know, what might be happening when you're doing that, you know, feel free to put a comment down below. And you know, we'll do our best. We'll try to help you out. But that's all I got. Like I said, just a short little video until our next guide video is up. So expect that this weekend. Obviously, you guys, you know the drill. Patreon, blah blah blah. So everyone have a good week, and we should have those guide videos up here soon. Take it easy.